This is AJ Jacobson with Rivals.com. I'm talking to Moliki Matavao. I'm hoping I got that pronunciation right. It's not a natural thing for me to say. How close was I?
That was perfect. It was all right.
Oh, I'm loving to hear that. We're off to a great start right now, Moliki. Hey, man, you just committed the Ducks a few weeks ago, obviously.
Sure.
Have you had any second thoughts yet?
Never, man. It's the greatest decision I've ever made. And I'm still, I wake up every morning like, dang, I'm a Duck. This is great. So I'm still, living on the hype.
I was talking to Thompson, who will be your future quarterback in about a year from now, the other day, and he was telling me how excited he was about yourself and about a couple of the wide receivers that are coming in. Talk a little about the upcoming recruiting class and how you feel about it.
This is probably one of the best classes I've seen Oregon ever have. We just got Troy Franklin. That's a huge grab. Our offense is going to be so lethal. We're going to be running the pack for, the next 4 or 5 years for sure. But, I think we'll be running more like the nation too. So we're going to be out here scoring high points. We're having a great defense. We're going to be national championship contenders every year.
Well, I had a lot of fun right before we started this talk of relooking at your film again. And I'm like watching that stuff and I'm thinking to myself, this guy's a receiver. I mean, you're gonna have to block in college, obviously. Every tight end does, but man, I'm running you down the field a lot. What do you expect out of this offense when you get here to Oregon?
I'm expecting, to make, I want to make the biggest impact I can, but I'm expecting, seeing how Coach Moorhead used the tight ends, the one spring practice I made, I'm, seeing myself stretching the field vertically, attacking the seams, getting in the deep thirds, getting mismatches on safeties and corners, and just, being a athlete as I am.
I've covered the Ducks for many, many years, and there's been a few occasions they played Stanford and a couple other schools lately that had some really long receivers, and down in the red zone, that the opponent took advantage of the Ducks with the length of the receivers. And here we're kind of flipping the script here with yourself and Chiron, where Hudson, there's some length coming into the receiving corps. I would imagine you guys should be a pretty dangerous red zone crew.
Oh, we will. We all are super long. Troy's long. Kyron's long. We're all, I'm huge, 6'6", 240. We're going to be in the red zone. It's going to be, jump balls, slants. We're going to be capitalizing every red zone opportunity, with our length. Where
did you get all your length from? And when did it develop? I mean, you couldn't be much older than 18, and here you are 6'6". When did you get so tall?
I've kind of been consistent. I just turned 17 in March, but my dad, he's 6'7", My mom's like 5'9", but, I kind of get it from them. But I've just kind of steadily grown. I haven't really, had a big shot, but I've just been always taller and always just bigger than most of my class. So.
Are you done stretching at this point?
I have no idea. I stretch every morning, but,
I meant differently. I meant stretching vertically in terms of height.
Oh, yeah. We'll see.
Well, if that's a 6'7", maybe you got another inch in you. I think Mom at 5'9" might be taking an inch back too. So maybe 6'6" is what we got here. So very good. So what have you been doing to yourself? I mean, a lot of schools are starting. High schools are getting going again with their football. What have you guys been doing at Liberty?
So at Liberty, coaches can't be on the field yet. It's still we're in phase 2. So CCSD hasn't allowed, or our school district hasn't allowed us to have actual practice, but we can have player run practices. So me and my quarterback, we go out every morning. We just basically run conditioning practices and just trying to get our guys back in shape and running. But, I still go up to my trainer. I have a trainer I go to every 3 days a week. But we just try to, as a team, try to get our conditioning in and just try to get as much team time as we can, during the quarantine.
Again, going back to your junior film anyway, you were used as a receiver almost exclusively by your high school for good reason, obviously. In terms of blocking, though, how much you been working on that this off season?
As much as I can. Our coaches, didn't on purposely leave the sleds out, out in the soccer field. So, I've been out there almost every day hitting those sleds and just, working on my technique. I work out with my center, and, he's committed to somewhere else in the pack. But, me and him work together, and, I'm going to get there. It's going to be a good season for me blocking-wise, too.
You guys actually in the class of 2021 for the Ducks have an outstanding center, Jackson Light. What do you know about that young man?
Man, he is a fiery guy. We have a little Oregon group chat with all the commits, and he runs the show. He's a great, lively personality. I love talking to the dude. He's a heck of a guy. He's just hard worker for sure. And, he just brings that, that fire. He's a great guy, and I love talking to him.
this class for the Ducks, this class of 2020 has been just crazy on the offensive side of the ball yourself, the quarterback, receivers, and some great offensive linemen. Today, the Ducks landed a defensive player, cornerback, Daelin Davies from Mater Dei. Have you know much about him? Because that kid is something.
Oh yeah, I've seen his film, watched him. He's going to be a lockdown defender up here in the pack. But I'm excited for our defense. We got Keith. I'm really close with Keith. It's just our defense is going to be solid.
Yeah. So you were talking about Keith Brown, who's a Lebanon high school linebacker who is in your class also. How often do you talk? I know you're in the group chat with these guys. How often do you guys get together and do that?
We pretty much talk every day, just to check in on each other. Me and Keith have ran some Warzone, play some Call of Duty or whatever. But we're pretty close, because we played on the 7-on-7 circuit with FSP with him. That's where we first kind of made that connection. He's been steadily always on me, and then until I committed, now we're just good buddies. So
that's awesome. So now here you are, a commit to the Oregon class. It's starting to fill up a little bit. I think there's 14 members now. Out of maybe 24, something like that. What are you doing? Are you paying any attention to other guys that may join you, doing kind of that junior recruiting thing? Are you participating in that at all?
Oh yeah, I'm making sure. I'm trying to stay in as many people's ears. Kingsley's a big one. We need him on the O-line. That'll be a huge grab. But anyone that's even showing a little bit of interest, I'm just retweeting to them. Join the family. Duck family's where it's at. And just making sure I'm doing my parts. We can make the best class and go win a national championship.
One of the things that I really admired about this staff under Mario Cristobal, they've done a bunch of things to impress me, but one of the things is lately, during this, shutdown with the COVID and whatnot, they've actually landed 9 out of their 14 recruits during this downtime. They've done it without being able to do visits, without being able to do in-person, hellos or anything like that. What are they doing with guys like you to make themselves so successful with these high-level commits during this downtime?
Coach Cristobal, he's just one of those guys. Once you meet him and talk to him, I felt like he's just, he's open-arm welcoming. That's what really helped help me make my decision and have my parents comfortable with my decision. Because when you meet him, and it's just how he holds himself up, and how how he treats his whole coaching staff and his players is just very welcoming. And that was a huge part of why I committed to Oregon. And I just can't wait to keep on building my bonds. And they haven't even stopped recruiting me. They're still blowing up my phone every day. I'm excited to look up, see Coach Ken Wilson. He's a linebacker coach, but he's texting me every other day, and it's just it's a great welcoming family environment.
Wow, Ken Wilson. It sounds like they want you to play some defense too, then, huh? No. Well, well, if we see on both sides of the ball, we won't be surprised if Wilson's gone. Who knows? You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So, okay, so one of the things that's also impressed me about this staff is not the fact that they not only recruit the recruits, the prospects, they kind of recruit the families too. They make sure that the families are okay with their son's decision. Talk a little bit about the process for you guys and how the coaches connected with your folks.
Yeah, Coach Cristobal made sure, because my dad, he wanted me to go wherever I wanted to go. It's kind of my mom that wanted me, make sure I was safe. My mom's, being a mom, just wanted me, you have to go somewhere where I know you'll be good, And Coach Cristobal kind of ensured that to her, show him how welcoming he is, he's showing him FaceTime with his kids and just kind of making us seem like he's a genuine guy, which he is. He's genuine, he's humble, and kind of everything, my parents were looking for into, entrusting me with a whole new, family, so to say. So it was kind of huge, they kept in the loop. There's a big group chat with all my family and, with all the coaching staff, my parents, and just, constantly always reminding them, sharing love and just doing all they can to let them know that, they'll be there for me.
What input have you gotten from your parents about the Oregon coaching staff?
My parents, all on board, they're probably even more excited than I am. They're always hyped about it. It's been great having them, feel how good I feel about them, and it's just made the process so much easier.
Yeah. So what's next for you? You guys have started some workouts without the coaches being there. What's the schedule upcoming? We're sitting here in the middle of June. What's coming up for you guys at Liberty?
So we're trying to hopefully talking to our coaches. July should kind of be the start of our actual practices. So that's when we're planning, go start doing two-a-days and just try to get back in the mood with it. For right now, for the rest of June, I'm just basically running the conditioning practices and just training with my trainer and just getting ready for the season.
Like I mentioned to you a minute ago, I talked with Thompson recently, and one of the things he shocked me with is the fact that he's going to be here in Eugene in January. He's going to be an early enrollee, be here for spring camp. Do you have any idea yet if you might be one of those early enrollees?
Yes, I've taking summer school classes right now, and I'll be an early enrollee. I'll be enrolling in January as well. So.
Well, it sounds like you're setting yourself up to play as a freshman if you're going to go do that. That's pretty key right there. What are you going to do to get your body right? I mean, actually, I think you're in fantastic physique right now. But what is your goal physique-wise between now and when you report to Oregon?
I just plan to put on as much muscle as I can before I get to college. So I'm trying to go in right around 240. I'm right around 235, 233 right now, and I'm just kind of bulk up just a little bit, not too much, so I keep my speed and all that. But just try to get as strong, get as fast, get as mobile as I can, and then let coach the coaching staff take over and change my body as well. So
one of my guys up in here is Coach Feld, who's a strength and conditioning coach.
Yeah.
Do you know much about him, and what are your thoughts if you do?
Coach Feld, before my one visit there, I got that vibe from him that he's a fiery guy. He loves what he does, and it's just he's going to make everyone to their best potential. He's not going to let anyone short see themselves. They're all going to he's going to make them push you till you can't be pushed anymore, which is really cool. And I just remember when I committed, he sent me a video of him just screaming and all that, and it was funny.
I love that guy because he's just this. I'm not going to say goofy because he's not goofy, but he's a real gentleman. He's kind of funny to be around.
Yeah.
He's nice, yet he's got these muscles that are like tanks. It's an amazing thing. And so that's one of the first things you're going to do when you get here in January is be with the strength conditioning staff, enroll in winter classes, and that'll be a big transition. But you've got a lot of time before that. You've got your senior season at Liberty. How good are you guys at Liberty projected to be this coming season?
We're supposed to, come back and, win another state championship. That's our goal, come in two-peat. We just got ranked 60 in the nation by Max Preps, so we're coming hard. I wish most of our out-of-state schedule has been canceled, due to the virus. So, we plan on playing big teams, but now we're just going to, keep on preparing ourselves, for a two-peat. So.
Yeah. Well, and that's something your coaches didn't shy away from at all, was playing good teams. But those are, not all in your league, but, now you're going to be playing league games, it sounds like.
Yep.
Okay. So last thing I've got for you before we wrap up here is just, I always ask at the end of these things, what is your message for Duck fans? They're not going to see you for a few months till January, till you get here. What's your message to these guys so they get to know you a little bit better?
I'm a fun-loving dude. I love football. It's the biggest passion. I love family, and I just can't wait to be a Duck. And you're going to get, a huge player from me. I'm going to give my 110% on and off the field. So, I love, connecting with everyone, meeting new people. I'm going to be in a whole new city, so I'm going to be open arms, trying to get as many people I can, and just, can't wait to be a Duck.
Duck fans, there you have it. Another of our guys from the west side, from Henderson, Nevada, Liberty High School, Moliki Matavao. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to Rivals.com. I'm sure Duck fans are going to love hearing what you've got to say.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Right on. You have a great day. We'll do it again soon.
You as well.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.